dear students. Today we are going to start up with the terms like carcinogenicity, mutagenicity, genotoxicity and teratogenicity. Students, these terms appears to be the same or similar, but they are not similar. They have some basic differences in between them. Like carcinogenicity, mutagenicity, they are interrelated. Even genotoxicity, they are interrelated. Also, teratogenicity is also related with the mutagenicity and genotoxicity. Right? So, all these terms are interrelated, but they have some basic difference. Okay, so what are they? We will see step by step. First of all, we'll go to the carcinogenicity studies. See, carcinogenicity studies, first of all, starts up with the carcinogens. What are carcinogens? Carcinogens are the substances or factors that can cause cancer. You must have been knowing about cancer. What is cancer? The formation of tumor or metastasis, right? So, the substances which causes cancer, they are called as carcinogens, and the phenomena of causing cancer by the carcinogens is called as carcinogenicity. So carcinogenicity occurs or it causes due to some factors such as chemicals. There are certain chemicals in our environment or in the factories we are using. Those can, if the exposure takes place to such chemicals, they can cause the cancer. Also, some medical or environmental radiations, like you must have been known about UV rays, X-rays, they can cause the cancer or they can act as a carcinogen. Some viruses, lifestyle factors and some medications, they can cause the cancer. See, in this slide you can see which are the carcinogens around us. Home and environment factors such as pesticides, aerosols, UV rays, then vehicular emission, they can cause the cancer. Also, some food such as some preservative, sweetening juices, dietary fats, highly spicy food, they can cause the cancer. Lifestyle factors such as tobacco chewing, alcohol, body perfumes, then various tars, okay, on smokes, they can cause the cancer. Also the industrial wastes, you must have been known about vinyl in paints, also gamma radiation, asbestos and sand dust, they can also cause the cancer or they act as carcinogens. Some viruses such as herpes virus, hepatitis B and C virus and H. pylori virus, they can also, they cause the infection and they cause they act as a carcinogen and they can be the reason for the carcinogenicity. Okay, so these are various carcinogens which are around us. See, carcinogenicity studies. So you must be knowing what are carcinogenicity studies, how they are done, how the substances are grouped as cancer or some substance or some agent is called as carcinogen, how it is determined. So carcinogenicity studies are the extension of chronic toxicity study. Friends, we have learned about chronic toxicity studies earlierly in my previous video. Chronic toxicity, what I told you in that video, chronic toxicity is nothing but the repetition of doses. Doses are repeated for an year. Okay, continuously we are giving the doses to an animal or a human so that we can see whether the substance, what are the action of a substance for long term dosing. Okay, so that are toxicity, chronic toxicity studies, and carcinogenicity studies are nothing but the chronic toxicity studies. They are extension of chronic toxicity studies. Like here we use for chronic toxicity studies rodents and non-rodents. Here in carcinogenicity studies also we use the rodents and non-rodents. Here we take the 20 animals per group of each sex for the chronic toxicity studies, but for the carcinogenicity study we prefer 50 animals per group. Then we select one route of administration and we do the study for 12 months here, and we do the carcinogenicity study for 24 months. Okay, so carcinogenicity, it is study which is done for near about 24 months. Okay, so this is about carcinogenicity study. See, I will give the basic example of carcinogenicity. Now, everyone knows in this world that smoking causes cancer. Everyone is aware about that, right? But the smoke from a tobacco causes cancer. It was not known generations before. Now we know it. But generations before, it was not known that smoking causes cancer. It took many years of research and many $1 million to determine that smoking causes cancer, or there is a relation of smoking and cancer. It took many years, and now after it is proven that smoking causes cancer, after a long carcinogenicity study, it was proven that smoking causes cancer, or tobacco smoke causes cancer. And now we know, or we are aware that smoking causes cancer. So friends, it took several months, several years to prove, and several dollars either, to prove that smoking causes cancer. So this is the use of carcinogenicity studies. Okay. So before that, International Agency for Research on Cancer, that is National Toxicology Program, have divided carcinogens in many groups. Okay. See, group A substances or agents, they are proven to be carcinogenic to humans. Group B, they are likely to be carcinogenic to the humans. Group C, suggestive, they have suggestive evidence of carcinogenic potential. Group D, inadequate information to assess carcinogenic potential. Group E, and they are not likely to be carcinogenic to the humans. That means they do not cause cancer. Okay, so this is the criteria, or this is the grouping of various carcinogens. Friends, carcinogens, cancer is not a thing or a disease which occurs in one day, right? So it takes many years or months to develop. So the study also has to be done for the longer duration, and that is why carcinogenicity study takes longer time. Okay, so this is all about carcinogenicity study. So here we have started with the mutagenicity. Mutagenicity is nothing but potential of certain agent to cause the mutations or alterations in genetic material. So mutation causing agents are called as mutagens. Okay, and these mutagens can cause the mutation in genetic material. These mutation can turn up into the carcinogenicity or development of a cancer. Correct? So we'll see what are different mutagens. See, first of all, mutagenicity, it refers to the induction of permanent changes in the information and content of genetic material. Mutation is the replacement of nitrogen base with another one or both the strands, or addition or deletion of a base pair in DNA molecule. That I will explain you in next slide. Substances or chemical which can induce mutations are collectively known as mutagens. See, there are different classes of mutations or mutagens. Which are they? Mutations can be spontaneous. Okay, what is meaning of spontaneous mutations? They are mainly caused due to DNA replication or incorporation of incorrect nucleotide. There are various classes of mutations. Okay, which are they? There can be spontaneous mutations. They are mainly caused due to DNA replication or incorporation of incorrect nucleotide in the growing DNA chain. They may occur by changes in DNA sequence. Okay, there can be changes. See friends, what can happen? See, this is the replication, or this is the DNA molecule which is double stranded, and these are the nucleotides. Okay, all of you know that there are kind of nucleotides present, and their connection or their association is fixed for certain proteins. That means, first of all, DNA replication process takes place, transcription process, and translation process, which is formation of protein molecules, and which acts as a messenger, or which acts as a message for variety of physiological actions of our body. So what happens here, in mutation or spontaneous mutation, there is incorporation of incorrect nucleotides. These nucleotides which are fixed, okay, there is incorrect incorporation of nucleotide can cause the spontaneous mutations. After that, induced mutations. These induced mutations can be caused by certain environmental factors we can call here, or we can call them as various carcinogens. Here the connection between mutagenicity and carcinogenicity comes. Here some carcinogens or some factors in our environment can cause the mutations in our genetic material, and those mutations can result into mutagenicity, and this mutagenicity can result in carcinogenicity. See, there are many types of mutations. Types of mutations here I will explain you in this diagram. Here the mutation can be of one type, that is deletion. What is deletion? Deletion means a certain part of our chromosomes or certain part in our genetic material is lost, or it gets deleted. That is called as deletion, and the chromosome becomes shorter. And this information which is carried by this much of part which has got deleted, and that is called as deletion mutation. Okay, next is inversion. Some part in our genetic material or chromosomes gets inverted. If it is like this, it becomes like this. Okay, this part gets inverted and the information gets misplaced, and that is called as inversion. Duplication. Some nucleotide pairs, okay, that nucleotide pairs gets repeated. I must say there is a disease called as Huntington's disease. In this disease, there is CAG nucleotide which is getting replicated or duplicated for several times. 30 to 40 repetitions of CAG nucleotides which can cause the mutations in Huntington protein, and that disease is called as Huntington's disease, which is neurodegeneration. It causes degeneration or death of our neurons. Okay, it is neurodegenerative disease. So in this way there is mutagenicity takes role. Then translocation. Some of the point or some of the area gets translocated. Okay, see, this is the area of this chromosome, this is black area of another chromosome, and this gets translocated to each other, and that are also the type of mutations. Okay, then next are the point mutations. Change in single nucleotide or change in the point or certain point in the chromosome or our genetic material, that can cause the point mutation. The example, best example is sickle cell anemia. Okay, then next one is frame shift. Insertion of deleting one or more nucleotide which changes the reading frame, like changing a sentence. Okay, some sentence is misplaced. Okay, if we, for example, if we have one sentence and that gets misplaced, that is called as, so the information will be miscommunicated, and this is happening over here. Here the information gets misplaced, and that is called as frame shift. See, if the mutations are occurring in germ cells, okay, germ cells which are fertile cells, our fertility cells, if the mutations are occurring in our germ cells, that means these mutations have ability to pass on to the next generation. If the mutations are occurring in somatic cells, they cause, or they have ability to cause the cancer. Okay, so this is about mutagenicity.